In the shining city of Nova Prime, where glass towers reached the clouds, a young man named Ravi worked as a small mechanic in a narrow street workshop. His hands were rough and his clothes were always covered in oil stains. He did not care about fashion or wealth. What mattered most to him was the machines he built and repaired. Every day, Ravi looked up at the giant building of Solaris Motors, the biggest car company in the world. Its shining logo reflected the sunlight across the city, and people whispered about the CEO who ran the company. Mira was clever and confident. She had built Solaris Motors from a small garage into a citywide empire. Her ideas changed the way people thought about cars. She was also known for bold statements that shocked everyone. She believed in skill, creativity, and vision. One day during a press conference, she made a statement that caught everyone's attention. A journalist asked, "CEO Mira, what is the most important quality for innovation?" Mira looked at the camera calmly, smiled, and said, "If anyone can build a luxury car with their own hands, one that can rival Solaris Motors, I will marry that person." The room went silent. Then cameras flashed and the reporters murmured. Some laughed, thinking it was a joke. Others wondered if she was serious. The sentence spread across the city and soon became a topic in every news channel, social media post, and street conversation. Ravi was fixing an old engine in his workshop when he heard the statement on the radio. He stopped mid-motion, his wrench frozen in his hand. He blinked and listened again. The words repeated, clear and bold. Ravi laughed at first, thinking it was impossible. Then he felt a spark in his heart. He whispered to himself, "A car with my own hands. And the CEO will marry me. Why not try?" Ravi had always loved building things. Since he was a child, he collected broken machines from junkyards. He would spend hours taking them apart and putting them back together. Sometimes he even made machines that no one had ever seen before. He had no fancy tools or big factory. What he had was patience, determination, and a talent that could turn metal and wires into something alive. That night, Ravi lit a small lamp in his workshop and looked at the pile of metal parts he had collected over the years. Engines, wheels, wires, old batteries, and steel plates lay in organized chaos. He touched the parts gently and said, "Maybe this is not just a joke. Maybe it is a chance for me to show what humans can do." The next morning, Ravi sold his old motorbike and borrowed a few tools from friends. He started planning the car. He drew sketches on pieces of paper, carefully calculating every curve, every wire, and every bolt. He wanted the car to be fast, smart, and beautiful. He also wanted it to be eco-friendly. He called his project Aurora 1 because it would shine like the dawn and bring hope to the city. Ravi worked from dawn to dusk, sometimes forgetting to eat. He experimented with electric engines, learning from books and online videos. He shaped the steel for the car body with his own hands, hammered every part, and polished the surfaces until they reflected light like water. He created seats using soft synthetic leather. He even designed a dashboard with small screens that could show maps, music, and car health. People around him were curious. His neighbor, Lena, came to see what he was doing. She was a young woman who loved engineering and always supported Ravi. She said, "Ravi, this is too big. Are you sure you can do it?" Ravi smiled. "I do not have money, but I have hands. Hands built this city. Hands can build this car too." Word about Ravi's project began spreading online. Videos of him working, shaping metal, and explaining his ideas started to attract attention. People were amazed at his skill. He showed that even a small mechanic could dream big and achieve something extraordinary. However, not everyone was happy. Darren, a manager in Solaris Motors, noticed the growing attention. Darren was competitive and did not like outsiders challenging the company. He said to his team, "Keep an eye on that mechanic. He is gaining attention. If he builds a real car, he could make Solaris Motors look weak." Meanwhile, Ravi continued working tirelessly. Some nights the street lights went off, but he kept hammering, welding, and assembling parts in the small glow of his lamp. Sometimes sparks flew dangerously, but Ravi was careful. His friends, Lena and Amir, would bring him food and water. They encouraged him when he felt tired. Ravi never gave up. Months passed, and Aurora 1 slowly began to take shape. The frame stood tall on 4 wheels, the engine hummed, and the lights shone. Ravi ran tests every day. Sometimes the car moved a few meters and stopped. But he learned from every mistake. He rebuilt parts, improved the design, and added small inventions of his own. The city began to notice the small mechanic who dared to dream. One evening, as Ravi polished the final body panels, Mira herself appeared at his workshop. She had heard the news of his progress and was curious. Standing in the doorway, she observed the car, the tools, and the young man who worked tirelessly. "Impressive," she said simply. Ravi froze for a moment, surprised. Mira walked closer, examining the car. "You are serious about this," she said. "I thought people would just try and fail. But you are building something real." Ravi bowed slightly. "I believe that humans can do anything if they try." "I may be small, but my hands can build dreams," Mira smiled. She was not used to hearing such confidence and humility together. "Your hands are skilled," she said. "Let's see how far you can go." The next weeks were full of excitement and challenges. News channels began visiting Ravi's workshop. People sent messages of support, and even students from nearby schools came to watch him work. Ravi became a symbol of creativity, courage, and human skill. He showed that with determination, even ordinary people could achieve extraordinary things. Aurora 1 finally had all its systems working. The engine purred like a living creature. The car could move smoothly, respond quickly, and shine with elegance. Ravi had done it. He had built a luxury car with his own hands without help from big companies or expensive factories. But his journey was not over. Darren from Solaris Motors was watching. He knew that if Ravi succeeded publicly, it could challenge the reputation of the company. Darren began planning subtle obstacles, hoping to slow Ravi down before the car was revealed to the world. Ravi, however, did not worry. He believed in his skill, his hard work, and the human spirit. He thought of Mira's words, which had inspired him to dream bigger than ever. He whispered to himself, "No machine, no obstacle can stop hands that are determined to create." As the sun set, Aurora 1 reflected the golden light, standing proudly in Ravi's small workshop. The city around him buzzed with excitement. Everyone wanted to see what a single mechanic could do. The challenge had begun as a bold statement from a CEO, but now it had grown into a story of hope, creativity, and human determination. Ravi looked at the car and smiled. He knew that tomorrow would bring tests, attention, and challenges from powerful people. But for now, he allowed himself a moment of pride. He had started with nothing but scraps, dreams, and skill, and he had built a masterpiece with his own hands. The morning sun reflected off the tall glass towers of Nova Prime, casting long shadows across the streets. Ravi stood beside Aurora 1, running his hands over the polished metal body. The car was more than a machine. It was a symbol of human skill, patience, and courage. Today, Ravi planned to test it outside his workshop for the first time on the city streets. Lena arrived with a small bag of tools and snacks. "Are you ready for this, Ravi?" she asked, her eyes bright with excitement. Ravi smiled and nodded. "It has to be perfect. We have worked too hard to stop now." Aurora 1 hummed softly, responding to Ravi's touch. Its engine was quiet yet powerful. He pressed a button and the car's lights turned on, glowing with a soft blue hue. The dashboard displayed maps, battery levels, and navigation systems. Ravi had even programmed it to adjust speed automatically in crowded areas, ensuring safety for everyone. "Let's take it for a spin," Ravi said. He and Lena climbed inside. Ravi adjusted the seat, pressed the start button, and the car smoothly rolled out of the narrow workshop street into the main road. The city was alive with movement. People were walking to work, small delivery drones flew overhead, and other cars zipped by. Ravi kept Aurora 1 steady, testing its acceleration, braking, and handling. The car responded to every command perfectly. Ravi felt a surge of pride. Suddenly, a small delivery drone flew too close. Aurora 1 automatically slowed down, preventing a collision. Lena clapped her hands in excitement. "Ravi, it works better than I imagined." Ravi grinned. It is not just about speed. A car must think and protect like a human. Word about Aurora 1 had already spread online. People gathered on the sidewalks, taking photos and videos as the sleek car moved gracefully through the streets. Children waved and adults nodded in admiration. Ravi noticed a few people whispering, amazed that a small mechanic had created a car that looked like it belonged to the future. Meanwhile, in the towering Solaris Motors building, Darren watched the live feeds with a frown. Ravi's car was gaining more attention than any new Solaris model. Darren tapped his fingers on the desk. "We cannot let this continue. He is making the CEO's challenge look real. We need to slow him down." Darren instructed a team to monitor the streets and find ways to challenge Aurora One without causing harm. He did not want to break the law, but he wanted to make Ravi nervous and delay the car's public reveal. Back on the streets, Ravi and Lena parked near a small park. Ravi stepped out and watched people gather around Aurora One. He noticed the children trying to touch the car, adults taking selfies, and even a few mechanics from other workshops staring in disbelief. A news crew arrived, cameras rolling. The reporter asked, "Are you the one who built this car with your own hands?" Ravi nodded. "Yes, every part of this car was made and assembled by me. I believe humans can create wonders if they try hard enough." The reporter smiled and said, "This is incredible. People across the city will be inspired by your work." After the interview, Ravi returned to the workshop to make a few improvements. He had noticed that the battery needed better cooling for longer trips, and the software could use faster processing. Lena helped him connect small wires and run tests while Ravi adjusted the engine. By the afternoon, Aurora One was ready for the next stage. Ravi planned to take the car to Skyline Track, a testing area outside the city where cars were evaluated for speed, safety, and efficiency. It was a wide area with open roads, small ramps, and curves, perfect for testing a new vehicle. On the way, people stopped and stared. Some cheered, some took videos. Ravi felt proud but remained focused. He knew the real test was not in public attention, but in performance. At Skyline Track, Ravi ran several tests. He accelerated Aurora One to high speeds, tested sharp turns, and even checked the braking system on wet roads. The car responded flawlessly every time. Ravi smiled. "This is beyond anything I imagined." While Ravi tested the car, Mira was observing from her office in Solaris Motors. She had heard about the growing attention and wanted to see the car herself. She arrived at Skyline Track in a sleek Solaris vehicle. She stepped out wearing a calm expression and walked toward Aurora One. Ravi noticed her and greeted her respectfully. "CEO Mira, thank you for coming. I hope the car meets your expectations." Mira inspected Aurora One carefully. She ran her hands over the smooth metal, checked the interior, and watched Ravi start the engine. When he drove the car in a circle, she observed every detail. The car handled perfectly. It was fast, quiet, elegant, and precise. Mira smiled. "You have built something remarkable, Ravi. This car shows that human skill and dedication can achieve more than we imagine." Ravi felt proud but remained humble. "Thank you, CEO Mira. I only wanted to show that hard work and creativity can make dreams real." Lena and Amir cheered quietly from the sidelines. They had been supporting Ravi throughout this journey, and seeing the CEO impressed filled them with happiness. Suddenly, Darren appeared at the track. He had arranged a series of obstacles to challenge the car. He smiled, trying to hide his concern. "Let's see how it handles real problems," he said, motioning to small ramps, narrow paths, and moving obstacles on the track. Ravi took a deep breath. He trusted Aurora One. He drove carefully, navigating the obstacles. The car's sensors detected ramps, adjusted speed, and maintained balance perfectly. Moving obstacles were avoided with smooth turns. Darren frowned. "This should not be possible for a handmade car," he muttered under his breath. Mira looked at Darren and said, "Ravi has shown us that creativity and skill can surpass any expectation. Darren, this is a lesson for all of us. Never underestimate human determination." The testing continued for several hours. Aurora One passed every trial. Its battery lasted longer than expected. The engine remained cool, and the design impressed engineers who watched the demonstration. People from nearby towns began arriving to see the car. News drones hovered above, capturing videos that spread across social media instantly. As the day ended, Ravi parked Aurora One and stepped back to look at it. The car glowed under the sunset, reflecting golden light. He felt a mix of pride, relief, and excitement. Months of work, sleepless nights, and challenges had led to this moment. Mira approached Ravi again. "Tomorrow, the city council and top engineers will inspect your car. This will be the final test before your work is officially recognized." Ravi nodded. "I am ready. I believe humans can create wonders when they put their hearts into it." Mira smiled, impressed by his confidence and humility. She turned to leave, but looked back and said, "Remember, Ravi, skill is important, but determination and vision make humans extraordinary. You have shown both." That night, Ravi returned to his workshop. Lena and Amir brought snacks and drinks, but Ravi barely ate. He was already planning improvements for the next day. He wanted Aurora 1 to be perfect for the city inspection. They discussed software upgrades, engine efficiency, and interior comfort. Ravi even added a small feature to help children adjust seats safely. Every detail mattered to him. Every part of the car reflected human creativity and care. Meanwhile, Darren returned to Solaris Motors. He reported to his team that Ravi had passed every obstacle. He realized that the mechanic was not just lucky. He had skill, intelligence, and vision. Darren frowned. We cannot underestimate him. If the city recognizes his work, it could change the way people view Solaris Motors. We need a new plan. The next morning, Ravi, Lena, and Amir prepared Aurora 1 for the city inspection. The roads were cleared, banners hung, and the city council arrived along with top engineers. People lined the streets, curious and excited. Ravi drove Aurora 1 to the center of the city. It moved smoothly, quiet, and precise. The crowd cheered. Children ran alongside, waving flags, and adults clapped in admiration. The city had never seen a car like this before. Engineers examined every detail. They checked the engine, battery system, brakes, and interior. Council members asked questions, and Ravi answered everyone with confidence and humility. He explained how he built the car, the challenges he faced, and the solutions he created. After several hours of inspection, the head of the council stood and announced, Aurora 1 is a remarkable achievement. Built entirely by a single human, this car demonstrates creativity, skill, and determination. Ravi, your work will be celebrated throughout the city. The crowd erupted in cheers. Ravi felt a wave of happiness and pride. Months of work, challenges, and sleepless nights had led to this recognition. Mira, standing among the council members, smiled at him. Darren watched silently from the sidelines. He realized that Ravi had not only built a car but had also inspired the city. The human spirit, skill, and determination had proven stronger than any obstacle. Ravi stepped out of Aurora 1 and waved to the crowd. Lena and Amir hugged him, tears of happiness in their eyes. Mira approached and extended her hand. You have done something extraordinary. Humans like you make the world better. Ravi bowed respectfully. Thank you, CEO Mira. I only followed my hands and my heart. The city celebrated Aurora 1 as a symbol of human creativity and skill. Ravi had not just built a car. He had built hope, inspiration, and a reminder that humans could achieve greatness with determination, intelligence, and care. As night fell, Ravi returned to his workshop. Aurora 1 rested in the center, glowing softly under the lights. The city of Nova Prime was buzzing with excitement. News about Aurora 1 and its young creator, Ravi, had spread across every screen, every street corner, and every market. People spoke of him not as a simple mechanic, but as a visionary who had proven that human skill and determination could achieve wonders. Ravi stood in his workshop early in the morning. Aurora 1 rested in the center, polished and perfect after the city inspection. Lena and Amir were already there, helping Ravi plan the next steps. We need to prepare for more tests, Lena said. People are watching. If we show the car in action, it will inspire even more. Ravi nodded. Yes, we have proven it can perform. Now we must show it can handle challenges no one expected from a handmade car. Their plan was ambitious. They wanted to take Aurora 1 beyond the city streets into the mountain circuit, a route famous for sharp curves, sudden drops, and steep hills. Even professional drivers said the circuit was difficult, but Ravi wanted Aurora 1 to handle it flawlessly. He believed that if the car succeeded there, no one could doubt human skill. By midday, Ravi, Lena, and Amir drove Aurora 1 to the start of the mountain circuit. The sun reflected off the metal, making the car shine like a jewel. People who heard about the demonstration had gathered along the route, ready to witness history. Ravi checked the engine and sensors one last time. Aurora 1, are you ready? He asked. The car hummed in response. He smiled, feeling the connection between himself and the machine he had built. Every wire, every metal piece, every line of software had come from his hands. The test began. Ravi drove carefully at first, adjusting to the curves and slopes. Aurora 1 responded perfectly, maintaining balance and speed. Lena cheered from the passenger seat. Ravi, it's amazing. Look at how smooth it handles. Amir recorded videos from the back seat, capturing every turn and hill. The crowd along the circuit gasped in admiration. Children waved, adults cheered, and even professional drivers who had come to watch nodded in surprise. But Darren, the Solaris Motors manager, was watching from a control point along the circuit. He frowned, observing the flawless performance. He realized that if Aurora One completed this test perfectly, the city would fully celebrate Ravi's work. Darren whispered to his team, "We cannot let him make Solaris Motors look weak. Prepare a challenge that will test his limits but do not endanger him. Make it tricky, smart, and unexpected." As Ravi approached a steep curve, a sudden gust of wind blew debris onto the road. Aurora One's sensors detected it immediately and adjusted speed and steering. Ravi held the wheel steadily, impressed by how the car responded. "Good work, Aurora One," he said with a smile. Further along the circuit, the team Darren had positioned introduced small moving barriers on the path. They were designed to test precision and reaction time. Ravi slowed down slightly and guided the car carefully. Aurora One's automated systems detected the barriers and navigated around them with perfect accuracy. From the sidelines, Mira watched silently. She was not surprised by the obstacles, but she was pleased by how Ravi and Aurora One worked together. "Skill and determination are powerful," she whispered to herself. The mountain circuit was filled with sharp turns, narrow bridges, and sudden slopes. Ravi pushed Aurora One to its limits, testing acceleration, braking, and handling. The car performed flawlessly at every step. People along the route could not believe their eyes. A single human had built a car that could outperform some of the best professional designs in the city. As they reached the final stretch, a sudden rain began to fall. The road became slippery and the temperature dropped. Many spectators worried about the car and the driver. Ravi adjusted the controls carefully, letting Aurora One manage traction and speed. The car moved steadily, keeping balance even on the wet surface. When they reached the finish line, the crowd erupted in applause. Children ran toward the car, adults cheered loudly, and news drones hovered above, capturing every moment. Ravi stepped out of the car, smiling broadly. Aurora One had passed the mountain circuit test perfectly. Mira approached, her expression calm but proud. "Ravi, you have done something extraordinary. Aurora One is not just a car. It is a symbol of human creativity and perseverance." Ravi bowed slightly. "Thank you, CEO Mira. I only followed my hands and my heart. This car shows that humans can achieve wonders when they believe in their own skill." The celebration was widespread, but not everyone was happy. Darren returned to Solaris Motors frustrated. He realized that Ravi's work was more than skill. It inspired people. It gave them hope that humans could achieve greatness with dedication and care. Darren knew he needed a new plan to protect the reputation of Solaris Motors, but he could not deny Ravi's brilliance. Back in his workshop, Ravi, Lena, and Amir discussed the next step. "We need to present Aurora One to the world," Amir said. "We should take it to the city center and show it to as many people as possible." Ravi nodded. "Yes, but we must also prepare for more challenges. The world will watch closely and we cannot let mistakes happen." The next day they drove Aurora One to the city center. Banners had been set up, crowds gathered, and reporters prepared for live broadcasts. Mira herself arrived, standing among city officials and engineers. She smiled at Ravi and said, "Today the city will see what humans can achieve." Ravi drove Aurora One through a series of demonstrations. The car accelerated, braked, and turned with precision. It even demonstrated energy efficiency by completing a long route on a single charge. Engineers inspected every part, noting the careful design and flawless assembly. Children were especially fascinated. Ravi allowed a few of them to sit inside Aurora One while he explained how he built it. "Every part has a purpose," he said. "Every wire, every metal plate, every software code comes from careful thought and effort. Humans can create amazing things when they try." Mira observed quietly, impressed by his humility and dedication. She saw how Ravi inspired not only engineers but also ordinary citizens. His work showed that skill, vision, and care could surpass even the most powerful machines in the world. Darren, however, was growing desperate. He knew that public admiration for Ravi could overshadow Solaris Motors. He devised a plan to introduce a technical challenge. It was a safe test, but it would push Aurora One to the extreme limits. The following day, Darren arranged a precision obstacle course in a large, empty plaza. The course included narrow paths, steep ramps, and moving obstacles. Engineers and city officials watched carefully, curious to see how Aurora 1 would perform. Ravi entered the course with confidence. Aurora 1 moved smoothly, responding to every control and sensor. The first obstacles were easy, but as the course progressed, the challenges grew more complex. Moving barriers shifted unpredictably, ramps became steeper, and the path narrowed. Aurora 1 handled each obstacle with perfection. Its sensors detected changes, its software adjusted speed, and Ravi guided it carefully. The crowd watching the live demonstration gasped at every maneuver. Even professional engineers were amazed. When Aurora 1 crossed the final finish line, Mira stepped forward and applauded. "This is beyond extraordinary," she said. "Ravi, you have shown the world that human skill and determination are limitless." The crowd erupted in cheers. Ravi felt a mix of pride and humility. Months of work, sleepless nights, and challenges had led to this moment. He had proven that humans could create wonders with their own hands. Darren, watching from the sidelines, knew that no obstacle he could plan would stop Ravi. The city had seen the power of determination and skill. Aurora 1 was not just a car. It was a symbol of human potential. Ravi returned to his workshop that night, exhausted but happy. Aurora 1 rested in the center, glowing softly under the lights. Lena and Amir brought food, but Ravi barely ate. He was already planning upgrades and improvements. He wanted Aurora 1 to remain perfect and continue inspiring the city. Mira sent a message inviting Ravi to the main Solaris Motors building. She wanted to discuss the future of his invention and how it could benefit the entire city. Ravi felt honored and a little nervous. He had never imagined that a single mechanic could stand among the leaders of the city and influence its future. As Ravi lay down that night, he thought about the journey so far. From a small workshop with scraps of metal and wires to creating a car that amazed the city, he realized that determination, skill, and vision could achieve the impossible. Aurora 1 was more than a car. It was a testament to human creativity, perseverance, and courage. The next challenges would be even greater. The world was watching and expectations were high, but Ravi felt ready. With Aurora 1 by his side and the support of friends like Lena and Amir, he knew that humans could rise to any challenge. No matter how big or unexpected, the city of Nova Prime slept under the night sky, unaware that a young mechanic and his handmade car were about to inspire generations. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new opportunities, and new stories of human achievement. Ravi whispered softly, "Aurora 1, we have shown what humans can do. But our journey is just beginning. Together we will shine even brighter." The city of Nova Prime was alive with energy. News about Ravi and his car, Aurora 1, had traveled beyond the city walls. People from other towns and districts came to see the remarkable vehicle that a single mechanic had built. Children wore small replica badges of Aurora 1, and local engineers spoke of Ravi's ingenuity with admiration. Ravi woke up early in his workshop, feeling excitement mixed with nervousness. Today, the city council had organized a public demonstration in the central square. Officials, engineers, students, and citizens were all invited. The demonstration was meant to show Aurora 1's capabilities to the largest audience yet. Ravi had never imagined his work would attract this much attention. Lena and Amir were already at the workshop checking Aurora 1 for the demonstration. "Ravi, are you ready for this?" Lena asked. "The city is waiting to see what humans can do." Ravi nodded, running his hands along the smooth car body. "Yes, we have trained, tested, and perfected every detail. Aurora 1 is ready to show the city what humans can achieve with skill and determination." As they drove toward the central square, people began to gather along the streets. Crowds waved, shouted, and recorded videos. The sight of a handmade car capable of extraordinary performance inspired awe. Even drivers in high-tech cars slowed down to watch Aurora 1 pass by. When they arrived at the square, the stage was set. A large platform displayed the car, and officials arranged barriers and ramps for demonstrations. Engineers inspected the vehicle with curiosity and admiration. Children gathered at the front, eyes wide with excitement. Ravi climbed into Aurora 1 and adjusted the seat. Lena sat beside him, ready to assist with minor operations and keep the crowd informed. Amir filmed the event, capturing every detail for media coverage. The demonstration began with simple tests. Ravi accelerated Aurora 1 along a straight path. The car moved smoothly, quickly, and silently. The crowd gasped. He applied brakes and the car stopped perfectly, leaving no skid marks. Turning tests showed precise handling. Every obstacle, curve, and ramp was managed with skill and efficiency. Mira watched from a raised platform. She smiled as she observed Ravi's calm focus and Aurora 1's flawless performance. She had met many engineers, inventors, and mechanics in her life, but few had combined vision, skill, and humility like Ravi. After the basic tests, Ravi moved on to more complex demonstrations. He activated Aurora 1's obstacle detection system, guiding it through moving barriers, narrow bridges, and sharp turns. The car responded instantly, adjusting speed, braking, and steering with accuracy. The crowd erupted in cheers with each successful maneuver. Students from the engineering academy were particularly fascinated. They whispered to each other, noting how Ravi had created an intelligent system that combined mechanical design with software precision. Some even approached Ravi after the demonstration, asking for guidance on building machines with care and skill. While the city celebrated, Darren watched from a distance. He had been planning ways to challenge Ravi and Aurora 1, but he realized that the city's admiration could not be stopped. Darren frowned but also recognized that Ravi had achieved something extraordinary. He muttered quietly, "This is beyond any obstacle I could plan. He is not just building a car, he is building hope." The demonstration continued with longer runs. Ravi showed Aurora 1's energy efficiency, completing a long route without recharging. He demonstrated safety systems for children and adults, showing how the car could respond to unexpected changes in the environment. Mira nodded approvingly. "This car is not just powerful, it is thoughtful, intelligent, and human-centered," she said. Amir filmed the final test, a timed circuit designed to combine speed, precision, and efficiency. Aurora 1 moved gracefully, completing the circuit flawlessly. The crowd cheered, waving banners and shouting Ravi's name. Children clapped and danced, inspired by the story of a young mechanic who had built a masterpiece with his own hands. After the demonstration, city officials invited Ravi to speak. He stepped onto the platform beside Aurora 1, feeling a mixture of pride and humility. He addressed the crowd in a calm, clear voice. "Today is not just about Aurora 1, he said. "It is about what humans can do when they believe in their skills, work hard, and care about their creations. Every person can achieve greatness if they follow their hands and their hearts." The crowd erupted in applause. People waved banners that said, "Humans can achieve," and "Ravi's hands build dreams." Local schools announced plans to include more practical engineering courses inspired by Aurora 1's design. Engineers offered internships and mentorships to students who wanted to learn from Ravi. Mira approached him afterward. "You have inspired the city," she said. "Aurora 1 is a symbol of what humans can achieve with vision, skill, and determination. I am proud to have met you." Ravi bowed respectfully. "Thank you, CEO Mira. I only followed my passion and trusted my hands. If humans work together, we can achieve more than we imagine." Lena and Amir joined them, smiling with pride. "Ravi, you have changed the city," Lena said. "You have shown that one person can make a difference." The celebration continued through the evening. Lights reflected off Aurora 1's polished metal, creating a spectacle for everyone present. Performers, musicians, and speakers celebrated creativity, skill, and human ingenuity. Ravi felt a deep sense of fulfillment. His journey, which began in a small workshop, had grown into a story that inspired an entire city. As night fell, Mira invited Ravi and his friends to Solaris Motors. She wanted to discuss the future possibilities of Aurora 1. She had ideas about collaboration, innovation, and sharing Ravi's work to inspire even more people. Ravi was honored and a little nervous. He had never imagined that a single mechanic could stand alongside city leaders and innovators. At Solaris Motors, Mira showed Ravi the company's advanced research labs. She explained how engineers and designers could help refine Aurora One without taking away his originality. "We want to support your vision," Mira said. "Your hands have created something extraordinary. Let us help it reach the world." Ravi felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. He did not want Aurora One to lose its unique character. He wanted it to remain a testament to human skill and determination. Mira understood this and promised that any collaboration would respect his creativity and hands-on approach. Meanwhile, Darren observed quietly. He realized that no obstacle or challenge could diminish Ravi's impact. The city had embraced him, and Aurora One had become more than a car. It was a symbol of human potential, creativity, and perseverance. Ravi returned to his workshop that night, reflecting on the journey so far. He had faced doubts, obstacles, and competition, but his determination and skill had turned a simple dream into reality. Aurora One rested in the center of the workshop, glowing softly under the lights. Ravi touched the car gently. "Together we have done something remarkable," he whispered. "But our journey is not over. The world is watching, and we have more to achieve." The following days brought even more attention. Schools invited Ravi to speak, engineers wanted to collaborate, and journalists wanted interviews. The city celebrated him as a symbol of human ingenuity. People of all ages were inspired to try new projects, believing that even ordinary individuals could achieve extraordinary things. Ravi continued working, improving Aurora One based on feedback and new ideas. Lena helped with software enhancements, Amir managed media coverage, and the team encouraged each other to push further. Every improvement showed that humans could combine creativity, intelligence, and skill to create wonders. One evening, Mira visited the workshop quietly. "Ravi, I have a proposal," she said. "We want to organize a citywide innovation festival. You will be the main inspiration. The festival will show the world that humans, not machines alone, can create extraordinary things." Ravi felt honored and excited. "That sounds amazing. I want people to see that skill, care, and determination matter. Technology alone is not enough. Human hands and hearts make the difference." Mira smiled. "Exactly. You have shown the city what humans can achieve. Now let's inspire the world." As the city lights glowed across Nova Prime, Ravi looked at Aurora One. The car was more than a machine. It was a symbol of hope, creativity, and the power of human determination. The journey that began with a challenge from a CEO had grown into a story that inspired thousands. Ravi whispered to the car, "Tomorrow will bring new challenges, but together we will show the world that humans can shine brighter than any machine, stronger than any obstacle, and smarter than any expectation." The city slept under the night sky, dreaming of human creativity and possibility. Ravi, Lena, Amir, and Aurora One rested, ready for the next stage of their journey. The story of human skill, determination, and innovation had only just begun. The city of Nova Prime had never been more alive. Streets, squares, and towers gleamed under the morning sun. News about Ravi and his car, Aurora One, had spread to every corner of the city. People waited eagerly for the Grand City Innovation Festival, organized by Mira and the council, where Ravi would be the central guest and his creation would be celebrated for its ingenuity, craftsmanship, and human brilliance. Ravi woke early in his small workshop. Aurora One sat in the center, polished and ready. Lena and Amir had prepared equipment for the festival, demonstration tools, media equipment, and a special stage where the car would perform. Excitement and a sense of responsibility filled the room. This was more than a demonstration. It was a moment to show the world what humans could achieve. "Ravi, are you ready for the biggest audience yet?" Lena asked, smiling. "People from all over the city will see what your hands created." Ravi ran his hands along the smooth curves of Aurora One. "I am ready. We have trained, tested, and improved everything. Aurora One is not just a machine. It is a symbol of human skill, determination, and care. Today we show the world what humans can do." The drive to the city center was filled with anticipation. Citizens lined the streets waving banners and shouting Ravi's name. Children held up posters of Aurora One. Adults clapped and drones hovered to capture every moment. Ravi felt a surge of pride but also a deep humility. He knew that every achievement came from patience, effort, and belief in one's hands and heart. At the festival, a large stage had been built with ramps, tracks, and obstacles designed to show every capability of Aurora One. Engineers, city officials, students, and citizens gathered around. Mira stood beside the stage, calm and proud, observing the anticipation. Ravi stepped out of Aurora One, waving to the crowd. He felt their energy, their curiosity, and their excitement. Children ran forward, adults cheered, and reporters prepared for live coverage. Every eye was on him, but Ravi focused on Aurora One, the machine that represented months of dedication. The demonstration began with simple tests: acceleration, braking, and precise handling through ramps and curves. Aurora One responded flawlessly, moving smoothly, quietly, and elegantly. The crowd gasped in admiration. Ravi guided the car carefully, showing its intelligent systems that adjusted speed, detected obstacles, and kept passengers safe. Next came the obstacle course. Darren had planned this challenge earlier, hoping to test the car further, but Ravi had anticipated it. Aurora One weaved through moving barriers, navigated narrow paths, and climbed steep ramps. The crowd erupted in cheers at every perfect maneuver. Engineers whispered in amazement. Students stared wide-eyed, inspired by the human skill behind the creation. Mira observed silently, impressed by Ravi's focus and humility. "This is more than a car," she said quietly to the council members. "This is a symbol of human potential. Creativity, intelligence, and care cannot be replaced by machines alone." Ravi then demonstrated Aurora One's energy efficiency. The car completed a long city route on a single charge, showing how intelligent design and careful planning could achieve both speed and sustainability. Citizens clapped, cheered, and waved, realizing that human hands had created something extraordinary. Amir captured every moment on camera, ensuring that the demonstration could inspire not just the city, but the world. Lena explained the features to the crowd, showing how Aurora One's sensors, software, and mechanical parts worked together in harmony. The festival was more than a show. It was an education, inspiring everyone who watched. After the final test, Ravi stepped onto the stage beside Aurora One. He looked at the crowd and spoke in a calm, clear voice. "Today is not just about a car," he said. "It is about what humans can do when they believe in themselves, trust their hands, and work with care. Every person has the ability to create, improve, and inspire. Aurora One is a result of determination, patience, and human creativity." The crowd erupted in cheers, waving banners that said "Humans can achieve" and "Ravi inspires." Engineers and city officials approached Ravi to congratulate him. Students asked for advice, eager to learn from his dedication. Mira stepped forward, smiling. "Ravi," she said, "you have shown the city that humans are capable of greatness beyond imagination. Your hands, your mind, and your heart have built something extraordinary. Today you inspire everyone." Ravi bowed respectfully. "Thank you, CEO Mira. I only followed my passion and trusted my skills. Humans can do incredible things when they work together, care for what they create, and never give up." The festival continued into the evening, with Aurora One performing demonstrations for students, engineers, and citizens alike. Children sat in the car while Ravi explained the details of its design. Adults marveled at how a single mechanic had combined intelligence, craftsmanship, and creativity to achieve what many large companies could not. Meanwhile, Darren observed from a distance. He had once tried to challenge Ravi, but now he realized that no obstacle could diminish the mechanic's impact. Aurora One had become more than a car. It was a symbol of human skill, determination, and hope. As the festival ended, Mira invited Ravi and his friends to Solaris Motors' main building. She wanted to discuss the future of Aurora One, including how its technology and design could inspire other projects, schools, and workshops across the city. Ravi felt honored but also thoughtful. He wanted Aurora One to remain a testament to human creativity, not just a commercial product. Inside Solaris Motors, Mira showed Ravi the advanced labs, the engineers, and the resources available. "We want to support your vision," she said. "Your hands have created something extraordinary. Let us help it reach the world while keeping your creativity intact." Ravi nodded. "I want Aurora One to inspire people. It is not about profit. It is about showing what humans can achieve with care, skill, and determination. Mira smiled, impressed by his focus. You have already inspired the city. Now we can inspire the world. That night, Ravi returned to his workshop. Aurora 1 glowed softly under the lights, a symbol of human skill, patience, and vision. Lena and Amir joined him, celebrating quietly. We have come so far, Lena said, smiling. The city loves you. Your story will inspire generations. Ravi touched Aurora 1 gently. This is just the beginning. Humans can do more, learn more, and create more. Aurora 1 is proof that skill, determination, and care can achieve wonders. Days passed and Ravi's story spread across the world. Invitations arrived for him to speak at schools, innovation centers, and even other cities. People were eager to learn from the mechanic who had built a luxury car with his own hands. Aurora 1 had become a symbol, showing that humans, not machines alone, could achieve greatness through creativity, focus, and determination. Mira invited Ravi to the Solaris Motors annual celebration. She stood beside him on the stage and addressed the city and engineers. Ravi has shown us that human hands, skill, and heart are stronger than any machine alone. He has inspired the city and shown the world that creativity, patience, and determination are what truly drive innovation. The city erupted in applause, cheering for Ravi, Aurora 1, and the message that humans could achieve anything. Children waved flags, engineers applauded, and students dreamed of building their own creations. Finally, Mira turned to Ravi privately. You have passed every challenge, inspired every person, and shown extraordinary skill. I want to ask you something personally. You accepted my challenge and proved yourself. I promised something before, and now I must honor it. You have my respect, admiration, and my friendship. I hope we can continue to work together and support each other in the future. Ravi felt a warmth in his chest. Thank you, Mira. I respect you as a leader and an inspiration. We can achieve so much more together, showing the world what humans can do. The festival ended, but the story of Ravi and Aurora 1 remained in every heart. Children built small models, students shared stories of creativity, and engineers worked to improve their skills. Nova Prime became a city known for human ingenuity, all because one young mechanic dared to dream big, trust his hands, and create something extraordinary. That night, Ravi looked at Aurora 1 one last time before sleeping. He whispered softly, "We have done something remarkable. The world has seen what humans can achieve, but this is only the beginning. Together, we will continue to shine." The city slept under the night sky, inspired by human skill, determination, and the courage to dream. Ravi, Lena, Amir, and Aurora 1 rested, knowing that their story would be told for generations. A single mechanic had proven that humans could create wonders beyond imagination, and in doing so, had inspired an entire world.